our leaves off it backwards. It's amazing how easily they come off. Okay, so now for the rim. Toys. Children's toys. Okay, so now we're going to wrap it around to the size that it needs to be to go around. And then you can remove this and make it into a nice little circle thing.
Mine doesn't go the whole way. Does it matter?
Yes, flip it over your container. The reason you're double wrapping it is so it'll hold together. It's a little too long. Oh no, it's fine. This is a bit too big, isn't it?
Too thick?
Yeah, too thick.
I'll go see if I can
Well,
find
here, we do this. And then maybe this part is too big. We'll get rid of that. And then you wrap the small part, goes around the other part. And this can be cut off. And this can be cut off. Okay, and then what we're going to do is the same as before with our cedar roots, only we're going to just go, we're going to make holes, and then we're going to go around the rim and come out. Let me see if we can find some roots that are just a little bigger. That's a frog.
Oh.
There we go. And if you pull the skinny end through and leave the fat end inside, then it will hold well. And you can cut off the rim to smooth it. But see, it doesn't, this one is not level. This one is on an angle here. So it just
Adds to the neatness of it.
yeah. Anyway, so here you go. And there's your awl. And you stay about 1 centimeter from the edge with your holes. Because you don't want them to rip through the edge. I guess you start from the inside. So you're leaving your end inside. Yeah, pull it until you have just an inch or two excess.
This way?
Yeah, and leave that on the inside, that last couple inches. And then when you make your next loop, tie it in. Capture it in there. So you're just going to lay it over.
Oh, yeah.
And then wrap around it. And you should be about 1 centimeter apart each time you make a new hole.
It's picking up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. When you start it, you go back into the same hole. So, I forgot to mention that. When you start a new root,
Oh, okay.
whoop, you're getting recorded, all that snoring there, you know. Try and keep her down. Under the radar.
Nobody knows who it is, so.
That's right, they didn't just see the last video and the one before that, the one before that. Trouble is they're all in order. I think this is the coolest thing to learn.
Well, it certainly is satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can always make it. You find a piece of birch bark in the woods, on the ground, you know. You can just sit down and... We should try and put spruce pitch on it.
That too.
That would make it waterproof.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be fun?
And then little canoes to float on your pond.
That's right, we have to put a sail on them.
That would be fun. Have little canoe races.
When we were at camp, on the last day of camp, the last night of camp, we would take a piece of bark and a candle. And we would take that, it's okay, we would light the candle and drip it onto the bark to make it stand up, and then we would put them out to sea on the lake. And then we would watch all these candles floating out on the water.
You could do that, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, too bad. I had all these little tea lights that I could have brought.
I have a whole box of them. A box of them in little plastic containers. I should just go and put them all around the pond so that in the evening when Willem goes down for a campfire or for a swim and I don't feel like swimming, or even if I do feel like swimming, that would be fun.
Well, you know what else you can use is just ordinary mason jars or any kind of glass jar. And just take candles and stick them in and light them. Probably last a while if the wind doesn't get to them. You know, when they're in those big glass. That's what they did one night at Corey's camp, where they had a long pathway that they wanted people to follow. And
Right.
They just put all the candles out.
They did that in Petra.
Nice way to mark a path, isn't it? The last soap I made, I called Lost in the Woods.
Really?
And then I had these little pebbles in it. So on my label I said, there's these fragrance petals that I've put in the soap. It works better than breadcrumbs. So you can find your way back.
If you need to tighten up your birch bark, your willow, you might be able to. Just. So how long can you stay? When do you need to leave?
Well, my daughter, I think, probably is expecting me Thursday.
Thursday during the day or Thursday at midnight?
Probably later. Right.
So you have to stay to go to the dump, which opens at 2.
Oh, it opens at 2 this afternoon?
On Thursday. Today's Wednesday.
Today? Wednesday. Oh, that's right too. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to go to the dump. I was amazed at the number of things that are there.
Yeah.
Not that I need a whole lot. Sometimes you do see things that you can make into other things.
Sometimes you get inspired.
That's right. How I made all my soap molds is just from shelving and little bookcases that seem to be right spaced. And then I used your idea of the plastic, corrugated plastic. From old signs.
Right.
And so that worked well. I like it because you don't have to grease it or anything. It just comes right off.
Yeah, it does. Now, how's your rim? Is it getting loose? On the other side, is it going to be fine when you...
I think it'll be okay.
Okay, good.
Once I keep, I'll put it into place.
Okay.
Keep it in this place.
Are you out of root?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find some.
There's
Gotta
a
get the
few.
hang of this.
There's a few over here that I buried back up again. There. Sometimes they go under other roots. She's having a nice little sleep.
Isn't she?
No better place to nap than in a hammock.
You should find interesting books too if they don't.
Yeah, there are books. If you're a reader, there are many. I told you he goes through feet of books. Goes through 200 feet of books or something. He said last weekend we went or last week 200 feet of books. Yeah. Or maybe 200 feet is a month or. Oh yeah, I got a beautiful purple martin house, and she's got it for me there, so I have to get that Thursday.
What's that?
It's a house it's the apartment building for all those birds. Sits up really high on a post. You have to have 45 feet of clear open space around it for the babies to learn to fly.
Really?
Otherwise the purple martins won't use it. So I think it'll be wonderful to put it down there.
Is there lots of those tiger birds around here?
Well, they only come if there's a good house. But this is their area. They are in the area.
Have you ever used madder root for dyeing wool?
No.
I have some of that, but I don't know exactly how to mix it up. Maybe you need a mordant or...
Yeah, you'll need a mordant, but that's not that hard. You can stick nails or something in water.